Guys, Buadev is here. Today I'm gonna teach you how you can respawn your obstacles in Unity very easily and very fast, and most importantly we will make everything random to add some more challenge. If you like my content and want to see more videos like this, please like this one and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started, and I have prepared for us this simple scene, nothing crazy going on right now. I have some background and this cube which is acting like my player, and he only can jump right now. And let's create some obstacles. I want my obstacles to come from the from right to the left side, and most importantly I want them to respawn. And let's start working on them. For obstacles I will use simple 2D squares, but 2D objects, but you can use any other assets if you like, because process will be completely same. So let's create right click within the hierarchy panel to the object sprite square, and let's rename it to be obstacle. Let's select our obstacle, let's select our rectangle, and we can size it however we like. Let's select move tool again, and let's drag it down. I will change also color from here to some more flashy color. Let's see. Okay, it will do its job. And now we can create C# script and start working on our obstacle. First thing that we're gonna do, we will make our obstacle to actually move towards our player. So move on the left side. So let's go on the assets panel, right click, create C# script, and I already have prepared empty scripts for us, and I called it move left. You can call it anything you want, but just make sure that you don't have any spaces in the naming of your script, otherwise it won't work. Right. Let's drag our move left script into our obstacle, and let's double click to open in Visual Studio, and let's start working. First thing, we need one variable, and it will be for our speed, move speed. So let's say public float, and let's call it move speed. To make everything simple, we don't need the start method, so we can delete it. And in update, we can access our um, game objects, our obstacles transform element. So we can say transform.translate, and here we will pass what we want to do. We want it to have vector3.left. It's for our direction. We want left movement, as I said. We will multiply it to time.delta time to make everything smooth. We will also give it some speed, so multiply to move speed, and we will make everything relative to our word. And we can say space dot word and semicolon, and that's all we need to make our obstacle move towards our player. Very simple. We can save the script, Control S or Command S if you are on Mac. Let your script reload, and let's go back here, Unity editor, and let's continue. Alright, let's select our obstacle, and as you see right now our move speed is 0 by default, so let's give it some speed of 5 for example. Let's start playing and see if our obstacle is moving. And indeed it moves. Next challenge will be to create these obstacles, to have these obstacles. You might think that we can just duplicate these obstacles and place them thousands of times, and eventually they will come towards our player, but that method is boring, not good for performance, and we will do much better way. We will control spawning of our obstacles with the script, and most importantly we will make spawning randomly, so it will add more challenge. And for it we need to create few things, but let's start from creating our script. I think let's right click in the assets folder, C# script, and I called it respawn. Very simple way. You can call it same as me if you like. And this respawn we should attach on something, so I will create empty game object in my hierarchy, and let's call it game manager. And I will drag this respawn script there, drag and drop, and indeed it's here. Let's double click to open in Visual Studio, and let's start working. First of all, we need to access few things, so We can say public game object, and this will be for our obstacle prefab. And if you don't know what is prefabs are just game objects which can be used thousands as much times as we like, and it's very easy to control from the script. And to create prefab, all we need to do is to drag our game objects into our assets folder. And in our case, we will drag this obstacle and drop it in the assets folder. And as you see, now it changed color and icon as well. It means we have now prefab. All right. Let's continue, and we also need to have some kind of point from where our obstacles will be respawned. And let's access it by saying public transform, and let's call it spawn point. Here we don't need this update this time, so we will delete it. Instead, we will use special method, which is coroutines, which are pretty good in controlling time and have some delay or wait time. That's exactly what we want right now. And to create coroutine, first we need to create enumerator. So let's say enumerator, and we can call it something like respawn obstacle, parentheses, open and close curly brackets, and let's start working. As I mentioned, I want to have some random numbers from where our obstacle will be created, and Unity has this handy method of random.range. Here we can pass information about minimum and maximum values. For example, if we say here 1f and 3f, it means that our obstacles will be randomly spawned between 1 second and 3 seconds. I will actually make it 2 seconds. Let's say, let's put semicolon here, and we also will need to save information about this random range of numbers in some variable. So let's create float, let's call it wait time, and it will be equal this random.range. Now we can use this wait time, and it will have information about random range of numbers. I hope it makes sense. And here we can say yield return new wait 4 seconds, and here in parentheses we can pass any number. For example, if we say here 2 seconds, it means that after 2 seconds something will happen, and we don't need to pass any specific number right here. That's exactly why we have this random range of numbers, and we can pass wait time here, and everything will work. So after this wait time, something should happen. Thing that should happen is obviously our obstacle should be created into our scene. So we can say instantiate, and this instantiate takes few parameters. First thing, we can say what we want to create. We want to create our obstacle. Let's say here obstacle. After it, we should say where we want to create this obstacle. We have spawn point for that. Spawn point dot position, and then we can say rotation. I don't want my obstacle to have any kind of rotation, so I can say quaternion dot identity. I can save this scene, save this script, and only thing that is missing is to have everything wrapped in the while loop. So here we can say while true, and all it does is to makes these lines of code run infinitely. This way our obstacles will be created as much as we like. And now we can call this coroutine from somewhere. So we can do it in the start. We can say start coroutine, and in the parentheses we should say name of our enumerator, which is respawn obstacle. So let's say respawn obstacle. Don't forget one more parenthesis, semicolon, and that's it. We can save this script. I hope you understand this logic. It might be a little bit tricky, but you can watch this video second time and you will get to the point. Or you can always ask me anything in the comments down below, and I will be glad to help you. Anyway, we can save the script, so Control S or Command S if you're Mac, and let your script reload, and let's go back in Unity editor, and we should work on few things. First of all, As I mentioned, we already have this obstacle prefab, so we can delete this obstacle from our scene. We don't need it anymore. And second thing that we will need is the spawn point from where our obstacles will be respawned. So we can click on the right mouse button in the hierarchy, create empty, and let's call it spawn point. Let's select our spawn point, and we should place it outside of our scene, outside of our camera. For example, right here, this will be our spawn point, and from here they will be respawned. Now let's select Game Manager, and we should add missing parts here. For our obstacles, we will drag this obstacle prefab, and for spawn point, we will add this spawn point. And now, if we start playing, you will see that they will be spawned between 1 and 2 seconds, and it will feel that we have some kind of challenge. Only thing that is this means that distance between our obstacles will be different. As you see, some are on the some have much larger distance and some have smaller distance, and everything seems to be working fine. But only problem, if you see this uh, hierarchy right now, you might see that our obstacles are created, but they are not deleted. It means that after a few minutes our performance might be bad, so we should delete our obstacles some way. And to do it, I have this very easy method which we can use. I will drag this obstacle into my scene, for example here outside of our camera on the left side, and only thing that we care is position on the X, and I think minus 9.3 in our case will be fine. So you should do it yourself as well and see what position is your X. Mine is on minus 9.3, and let's open this move lab script one more time. Here after in the update we will add simple logic that if transform dot position dot x is less than minus 9.3 in my case. In your case it might be different, but if our obstacle is x position is less than minus 9.3, it means that we can delete it. So we can say simple way destroy game object semicolon, and we can save this. And now if we go back in Unity, you will see that our obstacles will be deleted when they reach this point. First of all, let's delete this obstacle. We don't need them anymore. And let's start playing and have a look on my hierarchy panel right now as they will create it. Okay, here are our obstacles. And as you see, they are deleted. We only have 2 or 3 at one time, which is completely fine, and everything will work fine. You can take this game and implement other features, use much better assets or better designs, however you like. I hope this video was informative for you, and if you like my content and want to see more videos like this, please like this one, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell not to miss any new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.